So after my short where I talked about how I made my own 3D concert within 1 week, I had quite some people ask me, Laphi, can you teach us how to use MMD? And I have to admit that the title MMD concert might be a bit misleading because I actually did not use MMD for my concert. Quick refresher, MMD stands for Miku Miku Dance, and it is a Japanese freeware animation program that is mainly used for, well, dances. However, I did not actually use MMD itself for my concert. I do not understand that program. What I used instead was the built-in MMD player in Warudo, the software that I'm using right now to track this too. And today I want to teach you how you can use it too. The basics are actually very simple. In Warudo, when you go on the Add Asset screen in the bottom left corner, you can find multiple assets which you can add to your scene. You want to go to the Miku Miku Dance slot and then just select the MMD player. You then have the option to choose the character you want to use, the character motion, which is the MMD motion, the camera, which is also an MMD file, and the music, which you want to use. When you have all of that put in, you can press play at the top and then it's gonna play your motion with the music. So you might be asking yourself, where do I get these MMD motions? And that's actually the hardest part about all of this. Obviously, not every song out there has pre-made MMD motions available. So if you want to do something like my concert, you need to choose songs where you know that they have MMD motions or look for them in very obscure corners of the internet. The easiest way to find MMD motions is to type the song's name into the YouTube search bar alongside MMD motion DL, so download. And ideally, you're gonna find a video very quickly that has the motion linked in the description. Oftentimes, these motions require you to insert a key. These passwords are often either obviously stated or they're kind of found within a riddle on the page of the download. It's a bit complicated sometimes. Once you manage to download the motion, you can press an Open MMD folder under the character motion and then drag that motion file into this folder. You're going to do the exact same thing for the camera. Instead of motion DL, you type camera DL for the song. You download the camera motion and then you put it into the same folder as you just put the character motion in. Lastly, you need your song. Sometimes the creators include the songs in the zip folder of the motion, and sometimes you have to download it yourself. To play music in the MMD player, you need to add another prop, which is the music player. You can find it under the audio section. After you added the music player, you go back to the MMD player and select the music player you just added in the music player section. Then you open the music folder and just drag the WAV or MP3 file in there. Lastly, you select everything and then you can play it. Your character should now be dancing and moving around. If the music is offbeat, you can adjust the offset by 1 or 2 seconds, but if it's completely off because your motion is shorter than the actual song, you're gonna have to edit it separately in a different program. I hope this was helpful to some of you.